I don't even know, Brody. Shout out to None of the Above. He writes, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate all that all the same pieces. Oh, absolutely. I figure we can save you some time up front. Let's work.
I thought he was very honest. His demeanor just comes off as someone who cares about other people. He talks.
That's true. He 100% pushes that. And that's what makes him the most Machiavellian character around. If you got my course called The Book of Dark Truths, it talks about the Abba personality, which is more common than you think. You don't realize that these people are wildly dishonest, and they put up a smoke screen to make you think that they are a certain way. Come on now. Yes. And what I'm telling you is that the difference between Abba and Marquett Burton, one is that I'm a super player, but more importantly is that I'm honest and direct. Now that may push some people away, that may rub some people the wrong way, but I'm honest. What you see is what you get. There are no surprises to be had. Whereas with Abba, you think that he's, baby Jesus, only to find out that he's really Genghis Khan, right? He's really extraordinarily ruthless, especially with his treatment of women. And so he is, in fact, the womanizer. He is Andrew Tate in disguise. Come on now. He's Andrew Tate with a thin veneer of liberalism.
Talks a lot about wanting to be present. He talks about wanting to show up for friends and family and those that he considers loved ones. Before we started talking, I had made a Instagram account, and I found that he has a page on Instagram. He has, I believe, 4 different Instagram accounts.
Okay,
there's one for his main channel, and then there's one for himself, and then the other ones, I don't know what he does on those. The one that I followed is probably the main one that most people.
What you mean probably? Do you know or do you not know? So why don't you just be honest and summarize it? It says, I was a groupie internet broad. I thought he seemed like a nice guy, and I'm a liberal white woman at heart. So when guys play soft, I like that because I know I can dominate them. So I figure he's nice and soft. He's soft and sweet like a gummy bear. He's very liberal, and he's black. I can get in my DEI points. So let me go ahead and throw this pre-owned single mom vagina over to him and see if he'll take it. So then you went ahead and slid his DMs, and the rest was history. Book up, book up, book up, book up. Come on now. Come on now. Come on, baby. Shout out to Brad. Came in supporting the work by Venmo. I also acknowledge. Shout out to Mark Dell supporting the work via Stripe. Good to see you again. And it's always a pleasure to see the folks that I've met and to know everyone's face. Shout out to Danny as well. I know him. He writes Peace of Saints, Hustlemania 14. But damn, so many people lying, cheating, and stealing in business. If you don't mind to tell what was the biggest way you got finessed in a business deal. You know what? I'd say that I've done a lot of businesses. I say one of them, I let a guy run operations, and I think that he was basically not being honest about the true level of profits. And so he wasn't giving me my accurate cut. Just got out of the business, no major issues, no hard feelings. I had another situation wherein an engineer that I hired was basically stealing funds, stole a couple thousand. I felt like I caught him early. He peeled me for about maybe 3,000. I felt like that was, in the grand scheme, peanuts. And so got him up out of there. Just went to court yesterday. Older white guy stole quite a significant amount from me. And he's using a shell game. All of these companies that own companies that own companies that, this kind of nonsense. But really, he's a fraudster, and he's almost beyond the law because our government doesn't work. And, I got a default ruling, but we won't be able to collect the money. And the white collar crime folks and the FBI and et cetera, they don't want to do anything about it. So it's like all your tax dollars are to waste. But, Danny, the key is when you start doing business with someone, in fact, and I talk about this in the Book of Dark Truths, the first thing, and you guys can get it at skool.com/Marquett, MARQUETT/classroom. And essentially, I talk about when you enter into any agreement or business dealing, you should ask yourself, how do I enforce this? And think about all of your levers of enforcement. And if they are not significant, you might not want to do that deal. Carrying on.
know about. I came across a video of him dancing with a woman, and she was very curvy, very beautiful. So I decided to comment on it and say something witty. You know, there's this ongoing joke in their community where I guess
you are a dweeb. Oh man, there's nothing I hate worse than like broads that are dweebs. It used to be that dudes were like nerds and gamers and weirdos. Now chicks grow up raised on adult content and they're kind of weird too. So I figured I'd comment. I say something witty, you know, in their community, there's like ongoing jokes. I figured I'll just make a comment. You know, I wasn't really expecting anything. So, you know, I just see how what a dweeb this broad is. And tacky and dirty at that. Like clean up the background before you start making videos.
Dancing or doing stuff with women is gay.
Any man that can boogie is a homosexual.
So I left a comment on that video saying the finger landing on the belly button is anything but gay. He liked it. Well,
oh my God, he liked this influencer. He has 2 million followers on YouTube. He liked my comment. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Hello, is this 911? Yes, I have an emergency. A YouTuber has 2 million followers. He liked my comment. Oh, JK. Mom, you remember that black guy, the one that kind of looks like he's one from one of those countries that you talk about? He liked my comment. Oh my God, it's crazy, Mom. Oh my God. So basically, I'm gonna say this chick's a predator. I'm gonna say she's a predator. Yeah, I'm gonna say she's a predator. Marquette, why would you say such a thing? Sound like she went hunting. She was strategically trying to get the attention of this well-off guy. And that's what they do. Women are very intentional. Don't ever let them make you think that things just happened. You know, some of you guys who have been experienced the misfortune of a woman cheating on you, and you start asking her the details of it. Well, what happened? How'd it happen? And then she hit you with some bullshit, some female shit. She hit you with like, you know, just one thing led to another. Nah, nigga, ain't never in life when a female has one thing led to another. Listen here, my boy. If you ever went out with the big homie, you ever been to an event, you ever went out spitting game with me, you'll see me, man. I look in a chick's eyes. I see her soul, and I can see the way she looked back. I hit her with one of these. She comes straight to me like a zombie. Why? Because within that split second, she decides, yes, I'll let him take it down. Yeah, I'll let him take it down like a hit, man. Within that split second, when you first meet her, hi, my name is, she's already decided. She'll let you go ahead, beat it down like Rodney King or the LAPD. You see what I'm saying? So the idea that one thing led to another, hell nah. They ain't giving out no freebies, my boy. It's all strategic. Anyways, shout out to Mr. Salam writes, peace to the saints. I'm in my final semester of uni. This guy must be in the UK. Of uni, studying math and computer science. Very prestigious. Shout out. He writes, I have a fintech startup idea. Ooh, highly regulated, tough market, lots of security involved. Ambition, but I struggle with where to start in development. Well, I'm glad you reached out because you don't start with development. First, you start with market research and look at the competition and figure out if you actually have a novel idea. If for some reason you decide that you do have a novel idea, or you think you can outperform the competition, then you need to figure out, well, why didn't they think of this already? Are there significant levels of regulation, or is the technology too expensive or too difficult to maintain that kind of makes it unworth it? Also, am I going to be B2B, B2G? Am I selling to banks? Banks are very hard to get in contact with unless you have pre-existing relationships. This is not something to play with. I always encourage people go for it like a fearless lunatic, but there are processes for entrepreneurship, especially in the software category. So I do recommend that you talk to someone that you trust and respect who has a background in software. You could talk to me, book a consultation, or you could go the cheaper route, which would be to take the AI course. I talked during that course not only about building software, but also how do you make the money off of the software, which is the most important part, right? It's a business. Thank you for that question, and wishing you well. I think that fintech is one of the most important industries and has been for the last decade. Carrying on.
He hearted the comment, and then on my own page, I had posted a small compilation of photos where one of the clips was of one of their live streams. I think that
Groovy, the fire of desire, the fire of desire. You're a groupie, ma'am. Ma'am, you're a groupie. You're a groupie. Now, if you're a groupie for Marquett Burton, we could respect it because Marquett Burton's a super player. You heard me. I've been getting them since way back when, since my whole life. This nigga just been getting them since he had money and fame. It's different. That means you have no taste, little bitty bitch. Now, here's the thing. If you're posting up videos of ABBA in general, you on some groupie-ish because they don't really have that content that just be hitting like that. No, sir. They have content that's throwaway content. It's funny. It's meaningful in the moment. They're reacting to things in the news. Ha, 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 ha. Good one. Clicking on to the next video. They don't have evergreen content. But what you did, sis, is you went, made a comment so that you could be visible. Then when he noticed and acknowledged you, you figured, oh, let me hurry up and post something to lure him into my dungeon. And you posted something with him in it to make him know, hey, it's a green light. Trying to let him know, hey, little nerd boy, you could get this monk. You could get this hairy monk, and it might be fat too. I'm skinny, but the monk is fat. That's what you're trying to do.
That caught his eye because that was one of the first things that he mentioned when he slid into my DMs. From
whoa. Technically, technically, he didn't slide into your DMs, shorty. Don't play that with me. I'm too seasoned. Don't say he slid into your DMs. He came into the booby trap or the booty trap that you set for him. He ain't slide your DMs. You slid his DMs in a technical sense. I'm just saying, according to this ism, shorty. Ain't nobody playing games out here. Now look at this. He writes, this is what the nigga wrote. Finding a piece of our live on your profile made me double take. Nigga, bro, if you sit your goofy ass down somewhere, bro, it's a setup. But here's the thing. They're setting each other up. Let me tell you why. Marquett, oh, wise, worthy master of all game since the millennia. What do you mean? Well, you see, he don't really got broads like that. So he gonna eat whatever he could eat. You dig? Yes, indeed. He gonna catch whatever bodies can be caught. Huh? And she is a groupie and a single mom. So she knows that people like me wouldn't even deal with her. Wait, you said you got a what? A kid? Go over, find your baby daddy, Bill. Find your baby daddy. So she knows she got to go deal with them niggas that is like almost a boss, but more like middle management, right? So they're actually looking for each other. What you seek is seeking you. Marquett, what do you mean? It's deep, it's philosophical. Work with me. What you seek is seeking you. He's seeking some easy it's a little bit of easy beat down, and she's seeking an easy mark. Come on now, boy. Come on now.
First things that he mentioned when he slid into my DMs. From there, it's all history. After he slid into the DMs, he gave me his phone number. He was very flirty, very goofy, very silly, I would say very charismatic. Our conversations went really nicely, I would say. They were very fun for me. Throughout our
Shorty drinks out of a plastic cup. She don't even have a glass. That is a yellow plastic cup in her background. If we want to talk about low class, I mean, look at her. If you manage to be white and have that bottom row of teeth at the same time, either you're British, you're in the UK, bruv, in uni. Either you're a white British person, or your ass is in Kentucky or some other very economically depressed area. I don't know, Michigan, Louisiana, Mississippi. Like, I didn't see white people this poor until I got to Michigan. And I was in like my mid-20s. I didn't even know they existed. I remember I walked into a 7-Eleven and saw a white woman behind the register. I thought the bitch was playing. Oh, you disrespectful little bitch. Get your ass from around there before Abu come out and find you. Little nut broad. Turned out she worked there. I'd never seen it in my life. Went to Taco Bell, saw some white folks working there. I said, what are y'all doing here? Y'all ain't got no Latinos in this whole goddamn state. You ain't got no black folks around here. White folks really out here cutting grass, doing the whole nine. It's crazy out here, man. You got to get out and see the world. You got to go see the world.
Our conversations
shout out to the poor
really
whites.
Nicely, I would say. They were very fun for me. Throughout our conversations.
Again, did you guys say if the blue was her or him? I forget. I think the blue's her, right? Somebody remind me before I go on, because I got to do the voices. And we can't just look at this without doing the voices. Okay.